Well, hello there, and welcome back to our final fabulous segment here on Cityline. With me, I have somebody who held our hand all the way through the pandemic. When we asked, he always said yes. And I'm talking about Kareem Kandi of the Kareem Kandi Band. Kareem, you have been a constant for us during this pandemic, and so naturally we had to have you on the comfy couch. So welcome back into the studio.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here as always.
So let's talk about your classes. You had to really shift during the pandemic.
Yes.
And Lord knows, doing a music class virtually has got to be the epitome of keeping all of the plates in the air.
Yes.
So let's talk about how you're transitioning now that we're starting to see people meet together.
Sure. So over the course of originally the class was all in person. Over the course of the pandemic, we had to adapt in a hurry and find a way to make it so that we could do things online and still be productive and get things done. And thankfully, there's a lot of great technology now for music educators that we were able to do that. Of course, playing together, that's rough, but we're back now in person, and if people are leery of coming in person still, we can do online, so it can be a hybrid class, but we're back to regular operating capacity with our classes, with our students, learning how to improvise, and also getting them out into the community, into live performance spaces to play in front of a live audience.
Oh, I love that. So when we talk about those students participating in classes, who can participate? Let's define that.
Sure. So the classes that we have available are open to all ages. Now, when I say that, students that can play an instrument, so like middle school all the way to people up in their, 70s, 80s, or beyond,
That
if
would
they
be
can.
me.
Yeah. Far from. Yeah, but it's open to anybody that wants to learn how to play and can play an instrument, beginners all the way to skilled professionals.
And then, of course, you've got some classes going also on the east side, don't you?
Yeah, well, we're starting a brand new thing this month, actually. We're partnering with the East Side Community Center because there's not a lot of clubs or venues over on the East Side. So we're going to be doing a monthly series there where we perform and have guest artists, just like it's our regular weekly series, but it'll be on the East Side, and also students will be helping with the actual the recording and the taping of the broadcast. So that one's not going to be live. The students will work on AV, the tech side of things, learning how to produce a live concert and sound and work with musicians, and then we'll record it and then broadcast it on our YouTube and Facebook pages.
See, look at this. You have a YouTube, you have a Facebook page. All of those things were there, but boy, are they activated now as we're looking at that hybridness going forward.
Yes.
One of the things I'm really curious about is you and your band are known for traveling to sister cities.
Yes.
And it's such a beautiful ambassadorship, musically speaking, to have you go to like Biot, France. So when will the next international exchange happen for the orchestra?
Sure. We're talking about right now, we just finished one of our other fundraisers. So throughout the year, we fundraise for these exchanges. And so the next one with France that we're going to be doing, we're looking at April of 2023. And we're going to do one during the school year so that we can work with not just Biot, but other schools in the area as well and other venues. And then we'll also be doing, it sounds like, a festival in the summertime of August of 2023 as well. So one will be during the school year so we can work with the students, and another one will be during the summertime when there's more, outdoor opportunities and things to play and festivals and things of that nature.
That's right. I think I just saw recently that Ethnic Fest is going to be back in Wright Park in July, and that's something I always see you at Ethnic Fest.
I don't think, I've performed there before quite a few times with Alex Duncan and his group.
Oh,
yes,
that's right.
I haven't done that in a few years because, of course, the festival hasn't happened, but any time that I'm available and can do it, I love to do it. I don't think I've actually ever played at Ethnic Festival with my band, but I would love to do it at some point. So
somehow we're going to get you on that main stage. So how can people participate in the live stream series?
Sure. So all of the live streams that we present throughout the year and with our partner venues, they're 100% free to take a part in. You just click on. If you're a member of Facebook, you can. It's always streamed through my personal Facebook page. or if you don't do Facebook, we also stream to YouTube. And you can watch all the live streams in real time. The interviews that we do, they're meant for whether it's hybrid or just online so that people can interact and ask questions in real time. And if you miss it in real time, let's say you have to work or do something else, you can always go in after the fact and leave comments either on YouTube or Facebook, and we'll get to the questions that way as well.
I love
so
that.
they're absolutely free. We don't ask you to sign in or register or give us an email. You just join it and enjoy it. That's it.
But we would like people to make donations.
Of course. I mean, donations certainly help all the work
Yes.
and the advocacy that we do throughout the year. And you can do that online through our website or reaching out to me individually. All my information is on our website for the organization, and there's many different ways that you can sponsor, whether it be scholarships for students that need help with tuition for the class, or events that we do, or the exchange with France, or partnering venues, or composing all the any way to support the things that we're doing. There's ways that you can sponsor that. So,
I love that. So throughout the Kareem Kandi World Orchestra events, there are often artists who are featured, as you just mentioned. So can you give us maybe a little teaser of who we can expect coming up?
Sure. So we've started this last month as a brand new series, which is focusing solely on composition and how to write. And so every single month we're working with a great arranger from Seattle, Dave Marriott. So he's coming on and doing a monthly series where we're taking people, like walking through step by step how to compose music for groups from ground zero. So that's going to be every single month starting now. We're working with different pianists coming up. We've got another thing. We're talking about bringing Ollie Jackson's trio again out. We just had him here a month or so ago, but next year that's coming around. And then we feature different artists locally. We have an event coming up at the Art Museum, I believe, is free and open to the public.
I just got a flyer in the mail about that.
Yes, that's a week from this Sunday, and we're bringing up a great pianist from Portland for that by the name of George Culligan. George, he taught at Juilliard for years. He still currently tours with Jack DeJohnette's band, who was with Miles Davis for years. And also Buster Williams' group as well, who is also with Miles Davis. So he still tours with all of these well-known artists. So he's coming up, and that's a free concert open to the public at the Art Museum on the 14th. Beyond that, I have to look at my notes and see. There's always different artists, different guest stars, and all different walks of life, backgrounds culturally, that are composing music for the broadcasts and doing these interviews. So it's great to see all these different perspectives, and to be able to work with all these great artists and present them for free here in Tacoma, because usually you'd have to pay a cover charge, or the music is presented in nightclubs where minors can't attend. So
exactly.
We do all these things that are free and open to all ages on a regular basis here in Tacoma, and that's very important to us.
And partnering with Tacoma Art Museum is genius.
Yes.
Because it is just a full 360 of the art and the music.
Yes.
And it's such a win-win. I love that.
That particular event on the 14th is the Art Museum. Our regular monthly series that we partner with is at the Glass Museum, and that's at the theater there, and that's always the third Sunday of every month. There's something going on every single week. So the first Sunday is at McMinimans, the third Sunday is at Museum of Glass, and then we're alternating. We're starting a thing with the Stadium Business District starting in June, and then the Eastside Community Center, I believe, is usually going to be the last Sunday of every month, but there's always something happening.
How do you keep this straight?
A very supportive wife and an iPhone. So
yeah, there we go, there we go. So we are going to be showing some dates here pretty soon of places that you will be here in Tacoma. Mm-hmm. And so people can get to hear you, and also you're going to play us out here in just a bit. Who do you need to thank?
Oh, geez, who do I need to thank? Obviously, my family for being so supportive of this crazy schedule. All of the people that voted for Tacoma Creates, which helps fund a lot of these great organizations in Tacoma. Our sponsors, people that come out to the events and take part in the classes and the concerts, and people that just enjoy the music. That's what it's for. We firmly believe that art is for everybody and should be free for everybody. So everyone that helps make that possible, and we're able to do that with their help.
Absolutely, because and when I think about the classes that you have, and I think about the advertising and your website and all of that, nobody does it alone. So we've got some dates here that we can see you at the Social Bar and Grill, and of course Happy Duo, and then of course we talked about Tacoma Art Museum, Museum of Glass, one of my favorite places to listen to music. And of course, Giuseppe's, which they are so lovely.
Yes.
They constantly are having their space available. So you get yourself ready to go. I'm going to say goodbye, and then you've got some tunes you're going to share with us.
Yes.
All right. Well, that wraps up our first segment and our first show back into the studio. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some really great things to think about in this past hour, so please go out there, pay it forward, and be a part of the tapestry. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at Cityline. All right, Kareem, take it away.